This is lesson 4.1 vocabulary for signing naturally. We're going to start with a sign for go out. You start with an open 5 hand shape with your palm facing your face like this. And then you close your hand as it moves further away from you. Go out. So just a note of, in English, we just say go. So there's a difference between going out and going to. So you will use the sign go to when you're using a location, right? Like I'm going to Target or I'm going to California. If you're going somewhere that's not really a place, like you're going fishing or you're going on a date, then you use go out. All right, the next one is date. So you want 2 D hand shapes with your palms facing each other, and you tap a little bit this way. I believe in your signing naturally book, it's just finger spelled date. So that's another way of doing it. This is what I see usually, date. So make sure that it's different from meet. Your hands are closed in number 1 hand shapes for meet, date, open hand shapes. You want to say nice to meet you, not nice to date you, unless that's what you really mean. All right, next sign is fall in love. So when you're non-dominant hand, you want a flat hand shape with your palm facing up. Your dominant hand will be a number 1, and you put it kind of right in front. You don't have to touch your nose, but if you do, that's all right. So you start this way with your palm out, and then you fall. That's actually the idea. That's where the sign comes from, that you're a person, and when you're falling in love, you're kind of skating on your nose. Okay, so fall in love. Go steady. It's just like the sign for with or together, only you bounce it. So it's 2 A hand shapes, palms together, shoulders relaxed, bounce. Offer. So 2 flat hand shapes with your palms facing up, and then you just lift them a little bit. 1 straight movement. Okay. Offer, if you combine that with offer marry, that is in English, the ASL equivalent of that is propose. So offer. Engage. So you want your non-dominant hand with a flat hand shape with your palm facing down. Your dominant hand will have an E hand shape, and you'll do a little circle and down, like for an engagement ring, right? So engage. Wedding. 2 flat hand shapes with your palm, actually, so stick your thumbs out a little bit there. Your palms facing you and down a little bit. I'm going to do this up, but your shoulders should be relaxed. So then you bring both hands together and hold your hands. That's wedding. Conceive or pregnant. There are 2 different ways of signing pregnant. So this first one is 2 5 hand shapes, palms facing each other, and they'll be down a little bit. Relax your shoulders, and then you just bring them together this way. And you kind of do it in front of your stomach. Pregnant. Okay. Let me do that again. Okay. The other sign for pregnant is again in front of your stomach, but instead of this way, it's a 5 with your fingers down and your palm facing you, and then you just come forward. So pregnant. All right, the next one is born. There are 2 different ways to sign born. The first one is, and if you think that looks exactly like enter, yes, it does. It's exactly the same sign. So the way that you tell the difference is context. So that's born one way. Another way of signing born is you start with your dominant hand on your stomach and flat hand shape on your non-dominant, and then you just, so that's another way of signing born. The next sign is future, which can be used also to mean will, like I will graduate or whatever. So it's a flat handshake with your palms sideways, and you're gonna, the location of it is kind of right here on your, near your like cheek. You don't touch it or anything, but you just bring it forward out into the future. Will. Future. The next 3 signs have the same handshake, and it's a K handshake. All right. There is kind of a special way of saying me and you, or the two of us, or the two of them, or the two of you in ASL. And it's with a K handshake. We're going to start with the two of them. And again, you're going to use spatial reference. So you're going to, in space, refer to people. And then on the P handshake, K handshake, whatever, you point to whoever you're talking to with your 2 fingers. Okay, so if we have the 2 of them over here, or 2 of them over here, okay, so your palm is kind of sideways on that. 2 of them, 2 of them. 2 of us, or well, sorry, 2 of you is next. And that is the same idea, only you're pointing to whoever you're talking about, because you're saying the 2 of you, so that it automatically includes the person that you're talking to. So if I'm talking to you and the person next to you, I would say the 2 of you. Again, palm sideways. The 2 of us changes palm orientation a little bit. It kind of points up, and you're looking at it. You're looking at your palm. So 2 of us will always point to yourself and the person you're talking to. So if I'm saying the 2 of us are going to study ASL today, and it's that same kind of bouncing back and forth movement as 2 of them, 2 of you, 2 of you, 2 of us. If I'm talking to you, but I'm talking about my brother who's here next to me, and I'm saying, hey, the 2 of us are going to go whatever, I can do it this way, the 2 of us. Okay, last sign on this list is divorce. So you want, there's 2 ways to do it. You want 2, I think I'm going to show you the other way first, because that's one in your book. So you start with D's coming together, and then you go away. So palms together, palms opposite. Divorce. And then the other way of doing it is, remember, this is Mary. So you start this way and then you go away. Divorce. All right, that is lesson 4.1 vocabulary.